I have been scammed, guys. So when you are new in a place, or you go to a place where you least expect certain things, so you actually do not pay much attention to a lot of things, because it's like you've never heard that it has occurred in that place, or you go to a place where all you hear about the place is good things. Okay, so you least expect certain things to happen there, and then you are just caught off guard, unaware, and before you realize, it's too late, and you get to learn the hard way. Yeah. So after I had my first share, that was when I actually started searching about scams in Canada, because I have not really heard anything about that. So, I wanted to know if I was the first person to have experienced this thing here. And you know that thing where something happens to you and you want to know whether you are the only person in that situation. And knowing that you are not the only person in that situation makes you feel somewhat better. I don't know if you can relate, but even growing up, when you go to school and say you are sacked from school because you've not paid your school fees, and you come home, your father or mother is likely to ask, were you the only person who was sacked? When you say yes, the reaction is different. And then when you say no, it's like, oh, if you are not the only one, then it's no big deal. That kind of thing. Yeah, so after it happened to me, I wanted to know if I'm the first person to ever experience this thing here. So I actually went online and started looking for more information about scams in Canada. And then I think it was just a day after that, came across a Nigerian YouTuber who made a video about her experience, and oh my goodness. So in her situation, she had a phone that she wasn't using anymore because she had just upgraded her phone, so she decided to sell the old one. She put it on Facebook Market to sell, and because it's not a bad phone, so her price was somewhat high because she knew the value of the phone, so she was going to sell it for $600. I was there for a while. People come wanting to buy, ask her to reduce the price and all that, but she never reduced the price. She knew that this was a good phone and she was selling it only because she had got a new one and she didn't want to be using two phones. So that was the only reason she was selling the phone, not because the phone had any issue. Okay, so she stood by her $600 price. So it was there for a while, and then suddenly somebody comes to want to buy it. The person showed immediate interest in the phone and then did not ask for a reduction in the price. So she was also excited that at long last she has gotten someone who also sees value in the phone the way she sees value in it. So she was excited that she showed the guy where she lives and all that, and the guy came there to get the phone. So the guy told her ahead of time that he was going to pay in cash, and she was okay with it. Sometimes some of these things, unless it happens to you, you really do not think too much about it. So she was okay receiving cash for the phone. So according to her, this guy came and she didn't even go down in person to meet him. She sent her brother to go and deliver the phone and take the money. So her brother just went down to their reception area, gave the phone to the guy and took the money. And in no time, the brother was back. So the girl was like, how come you are back so soon? Didn't the guy want to check if the phone is good, if it's working? You know, if you are buying something, you want to know whether it's good and all that. But because the guy had his motive, I mean, he was just in a hurry to take the phone and go. This guy takes the money to his sister, and then the sister pays attention to the money and realized that all the $600 bills that a guy bought the phone with were fake. All $600 bills that a guy bought the phone with were actually fake. They were fake. $600. All of it were fake currency. So this lady immediately called the police. And when issues like this happen and you call the police, they would be in a hurry to come. But have it in mind that they are in a hurry to come not because they want to come and, look for the person and get your money back to you. No, they are in a hurry to come to take the money from you to prevent you from further circulating the fake currency in the system, because they try as much as possible to get them out of the system. You get it? So when you call them, they are going to respond very swiftly and come ASAP. And you may be thinking that, well, they are going to help me get this guy or get this person who scammed me so that I get my money back. Well, if they are able to, they will. But the number one reason why they come so swiftly is to get that fake currency from you. They came and they took the money from her, and then they tried to get the footage from the CCTV camera. This guy knew what he was doing, so he came with a hoodie and a cap and all that, so you couldn't even make his face out. So in no time they had to just cancel the case. They just had to end the case and let the girl know that unfortunately she has lost all that money. $600 gone just like that. Fake currency in Canada. So I was surprised, like, seriously? So there's fake currency in Canada? I don't know why it surprises me, but you know, these are not things you hear when you are outside Canada. So I wasn't expecting anything like this. So in my search, I came across a news article where a guy was actually arrested because he was actually buying and shipping fake Canadian coins from China into Canada. Yeah. So this guy was actually buying fake currency from China and shipping them into Canada. And he was actually doing coins. So he was buying fake Canadian coins from China. He was buying fake Canadian coins from China and bringing them into Canada. Accepted 12,049 $2 coins from China, all counterfeit. Okay, so they got this man, went further to his house. They seized an additional 4,581 $2 Canadian coins and 91 $50 US bills. It's at this point that I really became conscious It is at this point that I really came into the awareness that, I mean, you have to be careful because this is something which is here. You have to be careful. Yeah. And I noticed that I had fake currency only when I was trying to load my laundry card, and then the machine keeps rejecting my bill. I insert the bill and it says invalid bill and it comes out, and I take it and I'm thinking, what's the problem with this machine? It didn't even occur to me that the bill I had could be fake. So I was thinking, what's the problem with this machine? So I'll insert it again and it will come out and say invalid bill. I will insert it. I inserted it for like 5 times and it kept saying invalid bill. That was when I took a different bill and then it worked. It was at that point that it struck me that my money may be fake. And then I paid close attention to the money and I realized that the texture was even different. It felt different than the other bills I had. There is fake currency in the system, and especially newcomers need to be very, very careful. Whenever you are receiving money, you are sure that it is not fake, because once it's fake, you lose. Once it's fake, you lose. So as much as possible for me, I try to avoid cash transactions. Since I had that experience, I try to avoid cash transactions. I mean, I do everything with my cards and that is fine. If I need to pay money to someone, I will do a e-transfer and that is fine. If someone needs to pay me money, I will only accept a e-transfer, because that is the only way I am very sure that I am not accepting fake currency. So aside the fake currency, which is in Canada, there are so many other scams in Canada. And let me just take you through a few of them so that you do not fall victim. One of the very common ones has to do with employment. Okay. And this is usually targeted at newcomers. So you come into the country and you start looking for jobs. And once you start looking for jobs, you put some informations here and there. And so you have your details online and all that. So there are people who also pretend to be employers. They get those informations and then they get in touch with you and offer you a job. I mean, some will take you through the recruitment process. So in times past, they just go straight forward to offer you a job. And now they have realized that people are getting to know that, I mean, nobody will offer you a job just like that. So now they try to go through the recruitment process. And then you think that you have actually gotten a job. Okay. So this is where the scam comes in. Normally, those jobs are work from home jobs. So they will tell you that they are going to give you a check so that you get the laptop and the equipment you need to enable you to work from home. So they send you this check that you are supposed to pay into your account. Now, in Canada, when you pay in a check, the amount reflects in your balance immediately. The amount you pay in reflects in your balance immediately. But it is on hold. The check takes like a whole week to clear. For instance, you already had 5,000 in your account, okay? And then you go and pay in a check with 15,000. Right after paying in that check, your balance will change from 5,000 to 20,000 because you have paid in a 15,000 check. However, the 15,000 is on hold. Although your balance will show 20,000, the 15,000 is on hold, and it takes like up to a week to clear. So it has not cleared, but you see it in your balance. Then these same people who gave you the check to pay into your account will come back to you and tell you that, oh, the equipment we wanted you to buy, the supplier has reduced, or we have gotten some of it. So you don't need to buy all that. We are going to ship what we have gotten to you. So send us part of the money back. Okay. Send us part of the money back. Mind you, at this time, the check has not cleared, but you do not know because the balance shows the total amount. So when you send money back to them, it is your own money you are sending back to them. It is your own money you are sending back to them. And then in a matter of days, you are going to get a call from the bank to tell you that your check did not clear. Guys, your check did not clear. And this is happening in Canada. It is happening. It is happening. So you need to be careful. If somebody is employing you and needs to give you equipment, they will ship the equipment to you. They are going to ship the equipment to you. Once people start with a check and then ask you to pay, give them some money back, you should have the signal that these are the guys. Once people give you check and they ask you to pay some money back, guys, it's a scam. You have to be on your toes all the time. Otherwise, the little money you are trying to live on till you find work will just go like that. Will just go like that. And how are you going to get it back? Because at this point, you don't even know. It's going to take a number of days before the bank calls you to let you know that the check you paid in was invalid, so it did not clear. That is another scam that is very common here in Canada. Some other types of scam includes people, getting text messages. I'm going to put them on the screen. Okay, getting text messages from like Canada Post that your package has arrived at the warehouse and has been suspended due to a missing home number. Your package cannot be delivered, and then they will ask you, they will attach a link. Most of these text messages will usually come with links. One, you may not have shipped anything. So I received this message. I am not expecting any package. You get it? I am not expecting any package. So I don't even, once it comes, I know that no, because I'm not even expecting a package. But when you are actually expecting a package and it comes like this, you have to be careful. Okay, once it comes with a link, what you can do is to call Canada Post to verify. That is, if you're expecting anything from them. Okay, they have a lot. Your delivery is now pending. See via, then there's a link to schedule delivery. What delivery? I haven't bought anything. So these ones you won't get me. For me to press a link to be scammed, you won't get me. I am anti-link. I don't like personal links. No matter who you are, if you send me a link and you don't add a message to it to let me know what it is, there's a 99.9% probability that I'm not going to click on the link. I don't do links. unless it comes with a message and I know who it is. And the person says, oh, Edwina, this, I'm sending you this link to do this and this and this and that. Otherwise, I'm not going to touch it. There's a lot. Interact transfer, you have received this. If I have received it, it should be in my account. Do I have to press a link? If I have received an interact transfer, the money should be in my account. Do I have to press a link? No. Okay, so these ones, honestly, it shouldn't even get anyone. This link thing. So there's another type where they send you like it's coming from your bank. Okay, they will send you like it's coming from your bank. So for some of them, you don't even bank with that bank. Okay, so I have some coming in from RBC. I do not even have an account with RBC. So I know that outrightly that is not it. And then I have a few coming from my bank, which says that we've implemented restrictions on your debit accounting. This to release those restrictions for more information, whatever, you know, and that comes from my bank. Okay, but then, you know, the tone of the message, trying to put some fear in you to act without thinking. You know, once the message has that tone that tries to put some fear in you to do something immediately and doesn't even give you the room to think, because normally messages that comes from the bank will even add that if you don't understand, call customer service for further explanation. Messages that normally come from the bank will add that bit to it. And then another thing that I have noticed is that all these text messages that comes in come with phone numbers, but messages that normally come with from institutions do not come with like the normal phone number. It's normally like a 6-digit number. It's not up to the total number of digits that the phone numbers have. So once you are receiving these messages with telephone numbers, you should know that there is a very high probability that they are scams. Okay, and when it comes with links, if it has to do with your bank, please call your bank. If you want to be sure, if you are the type who wants to probe to be sure where it's actually coming from, do well to call your bank to verify. Don't press any link. I have a lot coming in from RBC and I do not even have an RBC account. Canada Post, I have not done anything with Canada Post, and there are some that will also be coming in using CRA, like your GST tax refund. I've received this and it comes with a link. So if I have received this, it should be in my account. What is the link doing there? You get it. And if you are even new in Canada and you have not even filed taxes, you don't receive anything. Okay, if you are new in Canada, until you file taxes, you don't receive any benefits from CRA. So don't be tempted to press links that tells you that CRA has paid you some money for this or that. You have not even filed taxes. So CRA is not going to pay you money. Secondly, if CRA pays you money, they do not send text messages. CRA does not send text messages to anyone. They do not send text messages to anyone. They would either send you an email or send you a letter to your address. They do not send text messages to anyone. They would either send you an email or a letter to your address. So guys, money is hard to come by. Let's be careful. And let's know that, first of all, let's have it at the back of our minds that these things do happen here in Canada. And they target newcomers. Okay? They target newcomers. And you have to be on your guard so that you do not fall a victim to this. I mean, I knew about this, but I didn't know so much about the fake currency. So it got me there. It got me there in the fake currency. So now I don't do cash. To be on the safer side, I do not do cash transactions, because yes, this is a place you can't leave without doing cash transactions. I mean, there's nowhere you go that they will tell you that we only accept cash. I have not heard of any such. So I do not do cash transactions at all. I don't buy things with cash anymore. I use either my debit card or my credit card. And that is the way I'm safeguarding myself in that aspect. For the links, I am anti-link. That one, it will not work. But this is just by the way of letting you all know, just in case. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you have ever experienced any of these in Canada. Let me know in the comment section if you have ever had any experience with any of these things I spoke about in Canada. Share with us, and let's keep each and every one of us on our toes to avoid all these scams. Kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate you being here. Bye.